interface as well. This query interface, all you need to do, because I've already created this database, right click on the highlight the database, then go to tools, query tools. It will bring you to the query tools of any of the database you are in. If you're in this database and you click tools, query tools, to bring you to the query tools to this stored database. But we are here, this is the query tools I've already opened, the query tools for this, the query interface. That's where we're going to write all our SQL syntax for us. And creating a table, we have to have a column. We have to have a table name, and we have to have a database. Already we have a database, so now we have to have a table. So imagine a store. Imagine a store. You're running a store that needs to take. You need to collect. You need to store all your product and everything in the store that you're selling. So product, there must be a table called product, which we're going to create soon. And a table, inside a table contains columns and rows. So for every columns, a column is just like a field in Excel. So it's just like a field that contains a data, and it has a data type, e.g. price, e.g. product table, product ID. An ID is the unique identifier of the table, and for an ID, it could be a varchar, it could be an int. So integer means a number, not a character. And data, if we're storing a product name in this place, so this will be a varchar. So we have types of data type. We have int, we have a variable char, we have mistype, varchar, we have test, we have a lot of them. So I will not cover too much of this today. I will just go into creating our table. So we see all working together, and we have modifiers, and the modifiers will come to that. So now what we're going to do now is to create this table called product name and create the fields inside of it. And the syntax will be create, it could be capital letter, table, then product, like this. We just put this. Let me just copy and put it, product, like this. Then you write this, semicolon, and open the bracket. So inside this table, that is where we're going to declare the fields that the table contains. First, we want the product ID. Just come here, product ID is going to be an integer. That means it's going to be an integer. It's not, you can't take string inside. And this is going to be our primary key. Primary key is the unique identifier that holds the table, that locks down the record to that table and particular identity. And a primary key and this field cannot be null. So we can say it's not null. That means it cannot accept null value, and you put comma to separate it. It cannot accept null value. That's what it means. That's the modifier. That means this field cannot take any null value, and this is a primary key for the table. Every table has a primary key. Second, we move on to product name. Our product name, the data type will be test. Let's use test for this. It will be test, and it's not null as well. We don't want it to accept null value because we don't want a product to have an ID without a name. That's why it's not null. So secondly, let's move to description. In description, you use another use another data type, which is var. We can use small letters. Well, I think it's not case sensitive. So we use varchar. We can put it 23 field character long. That means variable character. It could consist of variable strings and some numbers that are not calculated inside. So this declare this, and this, it could be null. We can declare it to be null. That means if there's no description for our product, it's fine. It will accept it. So the next we go to the price. Price is a calculative field, and we use the data type will be integer. We do integer, and we say not null. Our price, we don't want it to be null. We don't want to have a product without a price locked down to it. Then the next we go quantity, and we'll do this way. Quantity, our quantity is going to be data type of this quantity is going to be int as well, because we want to be able to calculate. No is a calculative field as well. Let's say quantity is integer data type and it's not null, or we leave it null, not null, because we don't want to have, though it's going to cause a lot of constraint later. And the last column must not have a comma in this place. So take the comma off and push. Let's push it out now. With this now, we have declared the create syntax, creating a table, product table. And once we push this button here, it's going to create a table, this product table inside, product table inside our supermarket database. And that is it. You could see this, create table, query return successful for 4 seconds, query return successful for 4 seconds. Now, let's go to the page admin on our supermarket database. Click on schema. You will see schema like this. On the schema, click on public, click on table. It's not there yet. Let's refresh. Always refresh your database to refresh everything you've done. Schema, we come, schema, public, table, product. You could see? You can see all the things we declare, all the fields we declare. These are it. This is it. These are the fields we declare. See them here? Excellent. So this is done. So let's grade them out as a comment. So now next we move on to inserting into our table. And the syntax, now we want to put a record into the table we just inserted. And the syntax too is insert into, like English, the table name is product. Product table, the table name is product, just like it is here. Like this, just copy this, or you put just what you're doing, product into product. Then it takes two values. First, it will take the field. Then second, it takes values. That means what values are we adding to this, and logs them like this. So it's taking what value we go into this field. What's our first field? Our first field is product ID. Product ID. So what we are saying is I want to insert into this product ID a number, an ID number. I put 1. And secondly, I go again, say product name that we declare when we are creating the table, the name of a product. Say product name, we come this way, say, because it's a string, we say our product is a car. We come the third one. The third field, insert into description, you come this way. Description, you put it this way. Insert, description. What description is a string as well. Model, speed, we just say speed cars. I'm just putting something just to move on. Then price, here come price. We want to insert into price. We put a comma, we put price. Price, what do we insert into price? Price is an int, watch it, and the price will be 100, will be $100 or 100 pounds. Then after price, what do we have? Quantity. Come, pick a quantity, declare, just like you declare it, but now we're just inserting records into it. And say quantity of this will be 2,000. We have 2,000, let's just say we have 20 cars, 20 cars. Cars, we call it bands. I love bands, yeah, like that. So you can see now, once you finish, and make sure that the feed are just like you declared, just like we declared. You can see the feed and the values. You click enter. You see, return successful query. Now that is it. This is the syntax to insert into the table. What we've just done here, we've just inserted into this table we created called product. Now we grade it out again. For us to see the content of our table, for us to see the content in our table, all we need to do, this is when we use the select statement. Now we just do select, we issue the command select. We want to see all all records, then from what table? Star asterisk means all records from what table? What table is a product table? For you, if you don't want to miss it, just type it and copy and put it from product table. What this syntax is saying is that select all records from product table. Bam. Here it is. This gives us all the records we just inserted. So for us to insert more records, all you just need to do is to just, you can copy this for us to have more records to work with. Just copy and do this way. Just change this. You can change this to and BMW like that. Just click, grade this out and click this. We have 2 records. So we should have 2 records now. So again, yeah, just go change this 3 like that. Insert. Excellent. So now I will grade this out again just to issue the next command. Then now I will just bring this out and say product, select all again from product. And we see the record we've just inserted. We have Mazda, skip 1. Took Mazda Benz. Yeah, I think it's skip 1. So let me try and put one more again. So these are the statements. How we've created the table now. We've created the table. We've inserted in the table and select all from the table. Our next class is, I will just do a pause here. In our next class, I'm going to dive deep into select statements more with distinct record, limits, order by, where, then how to update a record. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.